we're recording now. It won't be probably won't be the best video, but it might not be the best audio. But here we go. All right, so I'm here. This is the Whose Idea Was That podcast, and it's a little bit of a different setting today because we couldn't quite get into the media room with our computer. There was some technological difficulties, and we've ran into some more technological difficulties this morning. You're seeing me on my phone. All right, so we're going to record this. We've got and we've got a really exciting idea for Cerner today that we've discovered recently. I don't know how long this idea has been available, but apparently it's been available for a while. And before we get started, I wanted to share with you a a little story that my daughters, they're getting so inquisitive these days. You know, she comes to me and she says, Dad, does an apple a day really keep the doctor away? And I said, only if you aim it well enough. So I thought that was pretty funny and a good way to perk up some energy for the show today. So let's dive right into this. I've invited Christine on with me. She does a lot of the informatics stuff here for the hospital. And so even she was kind of like, wow, where did these come from, right? So what sparked this idea is we were in the CMC meeting, the monthly education meeting, and we were talking about the tiger videos, and I know nobody likes tiger videos. So we thought, well, could it be possible if we could get the tiger videos to be in Cerner? And then Jennifer Farrell said, well, there's already a bunch of videos in Cerner. And everybody's like, what? What are you talking about? So, so this is what happened. She says, okay, so we've got this test patient over here. Let me share my screen with you before we move on. I know I can do that much because I've done it before. All right, so now she can see my screen. We're all on the same page, and I'm here in this little corner. Yay. All right, so the test patient here, let's say we wanted to show some videos for this test patient that's, I don't know, what are they getting treated for? Does it say? It doesn't say what they're here for. Let's say they're here for COPD. All right, so there's probably some tiger videos about COPD, right? There's a bunch of different videos for all the different things. But instead, let's look at this patient education block right here, okay? So we clicked on the patient education. Then what you would do is you'd come over here to this little spot that says search, and we'll type video, okay? Now, nothing happened. But then you go and select all, and then every single one of these here is a video that you can choose to show your patient. Now, one thing I was, Christine, this morning that I was messing around with is when they come up over here in this area right here, I'm going to pan over. So this area here, you can select, okay, if you want them to just be cardiology related. Let's scroll down. Maybe we want them to just be GI related. And then we mentioned COPD, so let's try to find something related to that. Respiratory pulmonology right there, COPD videos. And all of these are just things that you can select for the patient to show. All right, so we talked about this.
A lot of videos available for like the mother-baby population.
Absolutely.
And, for new moms and that kind of thing. It was really, what's on there is very useful.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll go back over here to the pan and look at this. So pediatrics. These are all pediatric videos, things about how to care for newborns. So this is not just Memorial General related. I mean, the Women and Children Hospital, TASE, all these different things. Here's pain management. I remember, Christine, you asked me about medications and if there was some that were specific to that, and there are. Let me see if I can find that. So we just click medications, and there's several different videos, how to use antibiotics, safe opioid use. So lots of different things to go with. Now, how do they work? All right, so let's look at that. Maybe they've got COVID too. By the way, there's a whole stack of COVID videos. So somebody who's got the COVID, let's look at this. When you double click on it, not only does it bring up a QR code for you to look at, it will add it to your list of things that are going to be printed out as discharge instructions. Okay?
That's awesome.
So from here, as it's added for discharge instructions, you can right click and print this out for the patient. So you can take this sheet to the patient that's got this QR code, and all you have to do is scan that with your device. Maybe they've got a smartphone. If they don't have a smartphone and you want to show it to them in the hospital, we can use the iPads to scan this, and it brings this video up. And because I'm making this video with my phone, Chris, can you scan that video? And we can show them what comes up. It usually brings up about a 3 to 5, maybe 6 minute video, just going over the subject and what's going on with it. And then it also provides the website down there for where these videos come from. And so lots of cool stuff with this. When the video comes up, like I said, it's just a quick little playthrough.
How do you want me to show it?
Well, if you could just hold your phone up to the screen, we can see it. Yeah, so there's the video, and you'll just hit play on it. Go ahead and hit play on that. I think they all look the same too. I think they all say that stairwell or stairwall or something like that. So yeah, caring for somebody who has the vid, and it just goes straight through and talks about the different things. So all of these different types of videos are available to use. Now, the big question that I had was, if these videos are in here, could it be possible that Tiger videos could be added here, or subject matter from Tiger videos? Maybe we cross-reference them somehow to see if that stuff is the same, how different they are. And that's why I kind of have Chris on here to talk informatic type stuff so we can see if that's somehow an option. So have you gleaned any information about that?
The only thing really that is a holdup is that we don't have smart TVs in the facility. That is something that will be coming. As more and more things are online, one of the things we're getting ready to start is a virtual sitter program, which will then lead into virtual nursing. But, everything takes a little bit of time. But you have to have a smart TV to do those things. Now, when we have a smart TV, then we can show Tiger videos on that. And once we do that, we should be able to do a Cerner request or a Cerner enhancement that would let the documentation flow over. Right now, that part's not possible. But looking at the list, this, claims they're always up to date, and it seems very comprehensive.
Yeah, I like I said, I mean, there's got to be some of the same sort of stuff, and I would say this probably updates frequently as well too. There's probably new stuff that comes in. I mean, just the cardiology section alone is massive. Lots of different stuff. So all you memorial nurses that have to deal with heart patients every day, look at this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a lot. This is a lot easier to another easy way to help you educate your patients for all the different things. And even interestingly enough, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was something that we struggle with educating our patients with congestive heart failure. There's some heart failure videos right here that we could help with.
Right.
I bet the what are they called, the heart failure liaison team? They'd probably be happy about these.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyway, we just
Like on custom?
so I tried. Yeah, let's see what happens if we do that. I think it would just be like if you had certain ones that you wanted, maybe add them that way.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If you were a nurse, say like on PCCU, and you were taking care of patients post angioplasty or stenting, maybe you want to save that into like a favorites list.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure that you could do that. There's probably, add to personal favorites. So you could just click on that, and then your personals right there. So recovery from cesarean birth is right there. You could have that.
That's great.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool feature. So we're learning about this as well, guys. So like, as we're at that feature, we just now tried it. That's the first time. So just another great way to help educate our patients, and any way we can do that is going to be a positive thing. And not really a whole lot of extra documentation on your end will have to happen, because once you click this video, it goes into the discharge instructions. So it's there. Anything else, Chris?
The only other thing I was going to mention is when you go when you go to the tabs at the top, when it says instructions, but then there's another tab that says follow-up. I believe that's a duplicate from the discharge summary, over to the left. Yeah, up at the top on the left.
Oh, yeah, right there? Okay.
Right there.
Yeah.
But this is another place that could be included.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
another
right there.
feature.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's even quick pick stuff that you could probably add to it that way.
Right.
Yeah, this is super cool.
I really like the call the office for appointment, because we discharge patients sometimes so late in the evening or on the weekends and offices aren't open.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that.
So hopefully you guys got something from this video. We'll keep pushing it. Maybe we'll do another video here and there. Maybe some presentations around it in the future to help try to get this thing off the ground. I really think it would be helpful for everybody. I know that when I was on the floor, I would have loved to have this stuff. So.
Right.
All right. So stay tuned for the next episode. That's Chris. I'm Aaron, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Whose Idea Was That? See ya.